The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.
Well, good morning and welcome into the Exist Stretch Studios. It's the Real Monica Adams Show. Thrilled to have you along with us. And I think after you have a few margaritas today, you'll be really, really limber. Then you can go in and get stretched. It is Cinco De Mayo after all, and one of the best Mexican restaurants is right down from this location, Pueblo Solis. You all know that I've said it over and over and over again. One of my all-time favorites. I want to find out what yours is on this Cinco de Mayo. So yeah, maybe you go get stretched and then you go over to Pueblo Solis and have the best guacamole ever and some of the most incredible margaritas. Exist Stretch and Pueblo Solis are fantastic friends, and that's what I love about that neighborhood. It's community lifting up community. So many people have gone in and said they love what Stephanie and Jason and Donna and the team are doing at Exist Stretch. That's Trisha, who will join us tomorrow. She's one of the head stretch therapists. So if you haven't been in yet, this is your time to do so. The first stretch is absolutely free. So again, there's one in the St. Louis Hills area, and there's also one inside of Exist Fitness, which is in Arnold. So get your workout on and then get your stretch on. ExistStretch.com and on social media at ExistStretch. All right, folks. Well, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. You know, I was driving in and I thought, what the heck? Did we have a ton of storms? There's debris and tree limbs down everywhere. So let me know if you had any damage. Other than that, there is some rain out there that we'll talk about, and you could have some storms that could affect your day wherever you're running around to today. So we'll have weather. We'll have some news you can use. We've got some news from Dolly Parton, by the way. I saw this before I went to bed last night. It was about a 5-minute video. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I will play a little news from her. She's got some good news and bad news. But there's also something exciting that's going on with a hospital in Tennessee as well that we'll talk about in news you can use. And if you're a Steve Martin Short fan, I've got some news for you coming up as well. Sports news, and then we'll run through the National Day of Calendar. And then we're going to get to firing you up, Fired Up Nutrition. I'm super excited to bring on Rebecca Bondurant. I met her mom, Cheryl, at a location in Fenton, but they also have a location in the Afton area. So we're going to talk about how to get you fired up, get your day started healthy. We'll talk about the journey on this Testament Tuesday of how this all came about, and also this incredible wellness journey that Rebecca's gone through. So we've got a big show on tap for you. Let's get to it. First of all, in weather, as I mentioned, do expect to grab that umbrella today. Here's what you should expect. 57 for our high. Now, we do have rain that was out there early this morning, so it could be intermittent for you. We could have some scattered rain and storms throughout the day. Tomorrow in the AM, we've got a slight chance of a shower, 59 for the high. Thursday looks beautiful, partly sunny skies and 67. Friday, again, a slight chance of afternoon storms, 74 for the high. We get into Saturday, which looks absolutely amazing, 78 and partly sunny. Mother's Day, we do have a 60% chance of rain and storms, so plan to be with mom indoors, maybe go to brunch and then just stay indoors. It might be best. Monday looks beautiful at 72, even gorgeous on Tuesday, 77. And then Wednesday and Thursday of next week, we do have a slight chance of rain and storms with a high of 81. So we go from the weather into some traffic news, and this is for our St. Charles County folks. If you're outside of St. Louis, Missouri, by the way, let me know what city and state you're watching from. If you're in our area, this is for St. Charles County. This road closing for 40 days, so you will have to find your way around this. If you are familiar with Blaze Station Road at Highway V, yesterday an emergency box culvert had to be replaced, and now they estimate the closure could last up to 40 days. The work part of the effort by the county government to improve the road system. Drivers, you can either access either side of the closure location, but no through traffic will be permitted. Signs notifying drivers of the closure and the detours are being posted. All right, we've got some exciting news from Dolly Parton. First of all, a hospital that's now going to bear her name, which I think is absolutely amazing. And this is going to be for folks that are in the area of East Tennessee. So it's going from the current name that it was, the East Tennessee Children's Hospital, being named now after Dolly Parton, which that right now, as I said, is super, super cool. However, yesterday I was on social media and I saw information from Dolly that was some good news and then was some bad news. If you had tickets to her Las Vegas residency, that has forced her to step back from stage performances because of her health. So unfortunately, she's not going to be in Las Vegas. But we've got some news from Dolly that we want to play for you. In this video, she is going to tell you what's going on recently in her life.
Well, hey there, it's Dolly, and I'm here to give you an update on a few things going on in my life. First, it's concerning my health, and I have some good news and a little bad news. But the good news is I'm responding really well to meds and treatments, and I'm improving every day. Now, the bad news is it's going to take me a little while before I'm up to stage performance level because some of the meds and treatments make me a little bit swimmy-headed.
I love this. Swimmy-headed. Have you ever heard that before? I've never heard that terminology. Only Dolly would give us that. So it's about a 5-minute video that I would love for you to watch. If you're a Dolly Parton fan like I am, we wish her well. So she said something about her kidney stones, and they keep coming back. And so her immune system was down, and then also a few other things that the doctors are working on. So it's not allowing her to obviously be on stage. She's absolutely hilarious in the video, so you got to watch it because she talks about all the rhinestones that she has and her big wig, and then she goes, weighing me down on stage. She's like, it's not going to be a good thing. So she's not going to do the Las Vegas residency, but she is still working on, so many other things. That woman does not sleep. She's hoping that all of you will get a chance to see her in New York because there's a musical on Broadway that's being done, and then so many other things that she's consulting and has her hands in. So again, not touring, not doing the Las Vegas residency because of her health, but gotta love her. I mean, that woman is just absolutely amazing. All right, we're wishing the best as well for Rudy Giuliani. I'm not sure if you saw this news, but hospitalized and unfortunately, folks, in critical condition, according to his spokesman. You know, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. The former mayor is in critical but stable condition, according to a post that appeared on X. And the comment from the spokesperson says, Mayor Giuliani is a fighter who has faced every challenge in his life with unwavering strength. He's fighting with that same level of strength as we speak. We ask that you join us in prayer. It is unclear right now why he is hospitalized, but any new information that we get from that, I'll, of course, pass that along to you. Well, we have good news also for SSM Health SLU Hospital, the first in Missouri to offer a procedure to help doctors better visualize lung cancer during surgery. The SSM Health Academic Hospital announcing this yesterday. First medical center in the state to offer this. It's an injection, part of an oncology surgery service. It's an FDA-approved fluorescent imaging technology to light up the cancer during surgery. Fascinating, right? In a clinical trial, the hospital system said the injection helps surgeons find a lung cancer lesion that couldn't be found with the standard approach in 19% of the patients. And in 8% of patients, it helped identify an additional cancerous lesion that was missed by pre-operative imaging. We always say what we have here in the St. Louis, Missouri area, fascinating. So again, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital, the first in Missouri to offer a procedure helping doctors better visualize lung cancer during surgery. I think it's amazing. All right, we have another recall, and this one, check your kids' room. The Build-A-Bear stuffed bear being recalled due to a choking hazard. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the heartwarming Hugs weighted plush bear, it's a choking hazard. Officials said a consumer in the UK reported that the bear's zipper slider detached, creating this hazard. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported. The recall includes 36,000 bears sold through Build-A-Bear workshop stores and online from January through March. There's a model number you can find, 034464. If you own that bear, return it to a local Build-A-Bear store or visit Build-A-Bear's website so you can get a refund. All right, there was a big announcement that Steve Martin and Martin Short were coming to town. Well, now you all want to see them so bad that there's a second show that will be coming to the fabulous Fox Theater. And it will be October 10th at 8 p.m. The theater announced a 3 p.m. performance that's been added now for October 10th. So you've got 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Tickets for the 3 p.m. performance go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. For the 8 p.m. show, tickets are already on sale. So good luck trying to get some good seats for that. Two of the most hilarious comedians that have ever walked the face of this earth. In sports news, how about this? I've got good news for you. The Cardinals beating the Milwaukee Brewers. The final was 6-3. Now the Cardinals Cardinals are in action against the Brewers. That'll be today at 6:45. All right, we're going to run through the National Day of calendar, and we'll kick things off with National Teacher Appreciation Day, which is Tuesday of the first full week in May. It is Cinco de Mayo, after all, and I am asking you, and I'll look at the comments throughout the next hour, where your favorite Mexican restaurant is, because that is probably it's probably Mexican and Thai that is tied for me. I love Thai food and I love Mexican food. I love spice. So I want to know where you all go so I can start finding those. National Astronaut Day, National Silence the Shame Day. It is National Hoagie Day, and we're not done. National Cartoonist Day, Totally Chipotle Day, and it is National Foster Care Day. All right, so I asked ChatGPT, what are the best Mexican restaurants in our area? This is what ChatGPT and AI comes up with. Tell me if you agree with these as you are tuning in on this Cinco de Mayo. Best for authentic tacos, La Tejana Taqueria is widely acclaimed for its authentic street tacos. Don't get on me if I butcher Spanish. Top authentic food and experience, Fonda La Poblanita. Interesting. As well as Mestiza. I haven't even heard of these. Highly recommended for authentic dishes. Best upscale, and this is new to the Twisted Tree family, the Mexican in Crestwood. Have you been? The Mexican STL, higher end cuisine. Best atmosphere, Chavez Mexican restaurant, noted for its strong margaritas and food in Soulard. Taco Buddha in U City, recognized for its unique chef-driven tacos. Some hidden gems and regional favorites. Maybe Yaroca in Valley Park, and Taqueria El Bronco, which is on Cherokee Street. Again, folks, if you haven't been to Cherokee Street, you have to, because that's where some of the most authentic Mexican is in our area. So a recap: Chavez Mexican Restaurant, Soulard. High end, it's the Mexican STL in Crestwood. Authentic spots, La Tejana Taqueria in St. Anne. And then some other top contenders on Hampton Avenue. Mestiza, again, I haven't seen that one. Taco Buddha's in Kirkwood. And then the Fairmont City, Illinois area also for authentic options. So what do you think about the list that AI is giving us? We like to be more authentic and real. So I'm going to go to your comments. Let's see what you're all saying this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see you all saying good morning. Stephen Litzinger says El Maguey, Mexican restaurant. Manchester, hands down. Local family-owned business with the best staff in the industry and delicious food. And Stephen, I just saw something on social media that said that they had soft-serve margaritas. What? Okay, I got to get there. Julie, good morning. Rosalita's, Karen Manzelli, I agree with you. They have one of the best outdoor patios. Rose says, I'm full Italian, but still think I'm adopted and my parents are actually Hispanic. I love Mexican food over Italian any day. Oh, wow. She said, people say I'm crazy. Happy Cinco de Mayo. But Rose, where do you like to go? Okay, Lucia Bush says El Maison, authentic Mexican, O'Fallon, Missouri. Agreed. Okay, you want my top favorites? I said Pueblo Solis on Hampton, as well as El Maison, which is right there in that Lake St. Louis, O'Fallon area off of 70 in Lake St. Louis. That door walking into the place alone is great. So you'll catch me and Mama Jackie there a lot with my family. But I'm also a big fan of Ruiz, which is one of the oldest Mexican restaurants in our area, and that's in Florissant, Missouri. So those are my top 3 picks. Kristen said supposedly Rudy was visited by a pastor and minister and then was taken off the ventilator and is breathing on his own. Oh, wow. They said it was amazing and that he has 9 lives. Praying for him and Dolly. Who knows, right? Get some information out there. El Marac. Oh my gosh, Dawn, you're challenging my Spanish. El Mariachi, maybe, in House Springs. Okay, cool. Got to put this on my list. Hopefully the Four Seasons won't put Steve Martin in their crappy view hotel room facing North St. Louis and that awful parking lot. He posted photos sometime back commenting on it. Okay, didn't see that. That's funny. Pueblo Solis, Kristen says. El Mariachi in House Springs, another one for that, according to Dawn. Terry says Pueblo Solis. Rose, 3 a.m. after a wedding party, Jack in the Box tacos. Come on, Rose. Stephanie, Thai House in Columbia, Illinois for some good food. You make your own Mexican. All right, keep them coming in, folks. On this Cinco de Mayo, where should we be going to celebrate? Best margaritas, best burritos, tacos, authentic Mexican, though. That's my big thing. El Paisano off Watson in the City, Colleen says. Keep them coming in, folks. I love it. All throughout this hour, keep dropping in. Where do we go for the best Cinco de Mayo celebrations today? I need a little Mexican at some point today. I need some tacos or something. We got a crazy busy day today. someone said, are you going to be live on Cinco de Mayo from a Mexican restaurant? We're not, but we're going to twirl things around a little bit here in the studio, and we're going to make a little tie into Cinco de Mayo by what we're featuring today on this Testament Tuesday. Our Testament Tuesday, by the way, is brought to you by our friends at Childress Legal Nurse Consulting. And coming up in just a couple of weeks, we will be featuring Bridget Childress and then her son-in-law, who was just recently on our show, Dr. Christian Schmidt, will also be with us. Childress LNC. Find them online, childresslnc.com, LinkedIn as well. Again, called to care, committed to clarity, and guided by faith. Faith and expertise and impact. And I know that's all what Bridget Childress wants to do. So again, she's an incredible nurse, and she's teamed up with attorneys to make sense of the craziness of the chaos of the medical records. Thank you, Bridget, for all that you do for the Real Monica Adams Show and sponsoring our Testament Tuesday. So what is the testament of Rebecca Bondurant? Well, we're going to get into that. She is the owner of Fired Up Nutrition. Let's get you fired up today on the Real Monica Adams Show.
What if you could start your day feeling loose, relaxed, and ready? Deep hydrotherapy right in your backyard. No commute, no appointments, just warmth, relief whenever you need it. Sore muscles recover faster, tight joints loosen up, tension you carry all day, gone. Relax with your family or friends, or work out with our Michael Phelps Edition Swim Spas. Worried about maintenance? We have factory-trained service nearby whenever you need it. Plus, we're here for you long-term if you have any questions or need to refill supplies. You can even test spas at our showrooms. Spas and More, A+ rated, locally owned for 20 years. We put the ah in spa.
Welcome back to the Real Monica Adams Show. We're celebrating a little Cinco de Mayo, a little different way this morning. And then, yes, at some point, I got to run by one of these wonderful restaurants that you're all talking about. This is how we help build up community. And it's, again, small business, lifting up small business. So keep them coming in. Michelle just said Azteca in Fenton, great Tex-Mex place. Love their spicy mango margarita and the Alhambra dish. Bridget says, yes, just getting off work and love starting my day with the Real Monica Adams. Love that. Linda, thank you for letting us know that. She said that Missouri's Hannah Harper has made it to the finals. The top three are all great. It will be a tight race. I have got to sit down and watch. I just need a break so I can watch TV. Linda, keep me updated because you are the one that's letting me know how great she's doing. Yeah, what was the song that she's known for? The spaghetti song or something like that? I don't know. You all let me know. It has something to do with obviously mothers and children and all of that. So let me know what it's called. I don't remember what it was. Michelle, as far as Fenton, I would say Mi Lupita is probably one of my favorites in the Fenton area. But let's find out if our guest, who is both in Fenton and in Afton, has had any of these. Rebecca Bondurant, first of all, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to your beautiful mother, Cheryl, for talking to us. She's awesome.
She is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't have her working with me if she wasn't.
Exactly. So she is actually at your Fenton location,
Yes.
right? Fired Up Nutrition. Okay, we're going to give you all the information about where you can find them, how you can start your day, and you can support small business. There you go on the screen at Fired Up Nutrition Afton. They also have one, as I mentioned, in Fenton. The one in Afton's your original. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Coming
we're
up on 5 years.
on 5 congratulations.
Thank you.
So you can follow them on social media and find out all the wonderful things they're doing. We're going to talk, Rebecca, about her testament, right? Her own testament of starting this. But before we do that, it's Cinco de Mayo. So do you have a favorite Mexican restaurant?
My mom and I are pretty partial to El Maguey and Concord Plaza.
Concord. Okay.
Yes.
But I told you, Michelle Harmon, who's watching right now, she sent me something about these soft serve margaritas that they have at the Manchester one. Doesn't that sound good?
I mean, I'm not a drinker.
Well, you
part
can
of
get a
part
mocktail.
of my health journey was being sober.
Yep.
Getting sober about
Yep.
6 years ago.
We're gonna talk
yeah.
about all of that. But you can have a soft serve mocktail margarita.
I could go for that.
Okay, there you go. Exactly. Whether you want to have tequila in it, you want to have Grand Marnier in it, or you want it to be a mocktail version, let us know where the best ones are today. Oh, string cheese. That's it, Linda. Thank you. Not spaghetti. String cheese. That's the name of the song. I knew it started with an S, and I knew it had to do with
It's
food.
close.
Exactly. All right. So, Rebecca, you said coming up on 5 years.
Yes.
You have this incredible dream and this idea that you have, but we want to do the walk up to that. Okay. So going along in life, what were you doing before Fired Up Nutrition?
I worked in special ed for 15 years.
Fantastic.
I was a teacher for several years and then went over to the nonprofit side where I went to group homes with the elderly with disabilities to kind of navigate them in life after they got out of school and they couldn't be taken care of by their parents.
Yeah.
So I did that for a very long time until I kind of got a little burnt out. It was my whole world.
Sure. Thank you for that, by the way.
But my mom was a special ed teacher for numerous
Really?
years, so I kind of followed in her footsteps, yeah.
Oh, both of you, thank you. Again, teachers don't get enough recognition, but it's interesting because today is National Appreciation Day.
It is.
So to all of you teachers, shout out because you make a huge impact in our lives on so many levels. Well, that's fascinating. So you're going along doing that, and then?
I went into the medical thinking it would be easier and less stressful for
Wait
some
a
reason.
minute, what?
I know. It was just kind of like an opportunity. I started working with total access urgent care.
Okay.
I just wanted an easier job. Okay.
Why did you think that would be easier?
I don't know. I thought I would just be that girl that sat there and greeted people and smiled and took their insurance. And then it was insane from there. Quickly went to management. Then I went to medical coding.
Oh, what?
And then COVID hit and life just changed.
Wow.
So-
Okay, so special ed, working with seniors, going into coding, going into medical. Okay, yes, and all of our lives changed in so many different
Yes.
ways in 2020 and then thereafter. So then when that switched, then what happened?
I walked into the nutrition shop as part of my health journey. And I was like, are you hiring part-time? I'm done in the medical field. I just need something to tie me over till I figure out what I want to do.
Huh. It's fascinating for me on this Testament Tuesday how God takes us in so many different directions. Like, I'm going to lead you here. And we always are trying to figure out what are we doing along those paths? What are we learning from that? Take the pieces and kind of take it from there. All right. So you go into that. And at this point, and I want to go back to this because we've got some really awesome pictures of her journey. Your mom told me, now I want you to give me the exact number. Your mom
Lord.
told me how much you had lost.
Okay.
How much?
Total?
Yeah.
A little over 100.
Yes.
I've obviously gained a little back in the last year and a half, but it's a journey. It's not a solid,
Amen.
it ebbs and flows.
Amen.
And being a business owner, it definitely backtracks every now and then.
Sure.
You take care of yourself is on the back burner quite a bit.
All right, so let's address that because everybody, as a trainer and a life coach, I'm constantly saying that can't happen.
I know.
But every day, if you can make the small shifts to say,
Right.
got to put
Correct.
myself first again. How hard is it for you, though, to always say, got to put myself first?
Oh, 100%. When I had my first shop, it was fine. Opening a second was a different beast I wasn't 100% prepared for. I work 7 days a week running my business, both shops. And then I work a second job full-time 7 days a week.
Yep.
And it's temporary. It's just to pay off the debt so I can grow more.
Sure.
You can't grow if you don't make yourself uncomfortable.
Okay. She doesn't know this. I hope you all can repeat it. I would almost ask you to say it. When I'm no longer here, remember this. Okay. So it is this quote: "The greatest rewards in life come from the most uncomfortable walk."
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Right? Get uncomfortable and
Yes.
watch what God does with you.
And I was super uncomfortable and scared to open a second shop. I had done so well with my first shop. Debt was paid off. I was traveling. I was doing all the things I wanted to do, but I got bored. I wasn't happy anymore. I was like, okay, cool. I'm making an impact, but what now what? I didn't want to just be that girl that did one great thing. I wanted to keep going.
Wow. Okay. And again, you got uncomfortable because you were like, oh, I'm going along. All right, now I'm going to get into another aspect of debt, but I'm going to grow from this. So you open up the one in Afton. And how do you choose your locations, by the way?
So the one in Afton just kind of came about. I was working there part-time when it was an Herbalife shop.
Okay.
The previous owners weren't doing great in the community. It just, a lot of not great things were happening. And as you know, St. Louis doesn't really support Herbalife.
No.
They just don't. They support small businesses that are more organic and natural. So I went in to work at the Herbalife. I was just going to spend 6 months there and I was going to bolt. I was just going to pay off a little bit of bills and make it fun. Yeah, so much for that 5 years later.
God always laughs at us and says, good luck thinking that you are in charge.
6 months in, the owners are like, we're closing shop. We're not doing well. We're failing. They had another shop and it was doing well. And I'm like, well, what if I bought it? They're like, you've never owned a business. I was like, and? I don't know where I thought I was going to be magnificent in the first day, but I sure did. I believed in myself. That's one thing I'm willing to bet on is myself every time because I'm stubborn and I don't quit.
That's one
But
of the best characteristics.
I said, okay, cool. I'm going to buy it. And I bought it. And I took the business model of Herbalife. It made it healthy. I took Herbalife out. We made it healthy. We meant more community impact, more actual focus on health, wellness, and lifestyle changes and not just your little tea shop.
Right. And you have, by the way, if you're just tuning in, Rebecca Bondurant. She is the owner of FiredUp Nutrition. Again, 2 locations, one in Afton, and then there's one in Fenton. You want to give them the exact address so they know how to find you?
So the one in Fenton is at in Brookwood Plaza. If you guys are familiar with that really cool Circle K gas station in the middle of a strip mall, yeah, we're in there. Next to Russell's Bakery. So
Yeah, shout out.
That's the key thing right there. Is people don't know where I'm at. I say Russell's are like, oh, I know right where you're at.
It's also in the plaza where I get my nails done. So shout out to the girls at Golden
Yes.
Nails.
Oh,
Aren't they great?
They're the nicest people ever.
Amen.
Everyone in that plaza is fantastic.
I agree.
And then my original location is at 8914 Gravois. If you're familiar with Fetterhofer's Bakery, staple in St. Louis, I'm catty corner. I'm across the street, literally right next door to Bomberito's Pizza, also a small family business.
Yes.
That's been in business 20 plus years.
Look at you. You're right next to 2 of the greatest bakeries.
I know. I'm not quite sure how that factored out for me. I'm not sure what my planning was, but it's working.
Rebecca, it's a
working.
balance in life. Get a little something from
And I say
Russell's.
that all the time.
Yes.
Like, you can't completely be on a health journey and not reward yourself with things every now and then.
I agree. Now, I did have my mentor, God rest in peace, Henry. He may not agree with this. Henry was all about, no, never, never, never. I'm like, that's not realistic.
It's not realistic. It's truly not.
You know, and I want to get to this on your journey because you know, you've been in the trenches. You
Yes.
understand. She's lost over 100 pounds. You understand that if all of a sudden you just pull it all out,
It's miserable.
What happens?
You're miserable and you quit. Your body quits. Your mind quits. It's a mental game. Yes, it's a physical game, but it's a mental game. And if you're not taking care of your mind, you're doomed.
right.
You truly are.
And so if somebody says think about it, mothers, fathers, you tell your kids you can't have anything
I want
and
it.
you walk out of a room, they're going to find their way to get
I'm
to
going
it.
to go get it. Yeah. 100%. That's how I am as a business owner. You tell me I can't do something,
Yes.
bet.
However, but if you start, again, and we're going to talk about all the things that she has, you start putting better and healthier things
Yes.
inside of the body, it wants it more.
Absolutely.
You like
It
how you
craves it.
feel. Yes.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, when you do reintroduce things that you might consider to be not the best, it's like, whoa.
Your body rejects it.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
body's
I
like, you don't
this."
need this.
No,
Yeah.
no. So again, Fired Up Nutrition. So who came up with the name?
So it's the previous business name. It had already had the staple in St. Louis as the name over there in Afton. So I kept it. I bought the rights to it. I bought everything that went with it, unfortunately. I didn't do my research. I bought the bad Google reviews. I bought the dead. I bought the everything.
Yep.
And that's okay. It was a learning experience. It's something I made sure I would never do again.
Sure.
I would research better if I've tried to buy out other nutrition shops. Didn't go as well as I'd hoped.
Yeah.
So then I was like, fine, I'll just do it on my own.
So here's what I also love, because going along through this, and you all probably remember when this happened, you were very proud and got a lot of people that were coming in that supported First Form and
Yes.
supplement superstores, et cetera. One of the people affiliated with that said something he probably shouldn't have said, and all of us in the police community weren't too happy about that. You saw a hit in your business because of it.
78% profit loss.
Lord. Wait, say that again?
78%
Loss.
instantly.
Because, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't want to rehash it all.
We totally can. I'm always speak about it. Things happen. We're adults.
He shouldn't
People
have said
make
that.
100%.
The CEO, who now has been, silent because his brother needed to do a little bit of reputation
Yes.
management. He said something about women and police and that we shouldn't be on the front line. They
Correct.
shouldn't be on the front lines, et cetera. Should have kept his mouth shut, and I'm going to say it. It absolutely ruined
Should
so
never
much
have
of his
happened.
own business.
Oh, 100%.
And then anyone affiliated with
Yes.
it, right?
Oh, absolutely. It was an instant hit. I was on vacation actually with my best friend and
That's
my
what
mom.
your mom said.
And I just was all these texts pouring through, and it was my work number. I'm like, I'm on vacation. And I didn't know what happened. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to have to look at these because I'm
Yeah.
like, something's going on. It's
Right.
not just the normal, hey, I hope you're having a great time like my people always do. And it was like devastating. I was mad. I was more mad than anything.
Sure.
But it was like, we've all made mistakes. We've all said things we wish we could take back. He did apologize. But my thought on the whole thing was, and I told people this when people are like, how dare you support him still as a woman? I'm not supporting him.
Right.
I'm supporting the business that gives that's also started out as a small St. Louis business. One person doesn't make a whole thing.
Nope.
And my job is to provide my community with the most affordable and the healthiest stuff on the market. And that just so happens to be a local First Form. And I'm going to do what's best for my customers, regardless of what some man behind a microphone said because he was angry
Yep.
and doesn't watch what he says.
No, and I have to say, the apology, I don't know. A lot of us were like, you're just trying to save the face of the business. I don't know whether it really was from his heart. I hope so.
I hope so.
I don't know.
And I know that their actions with like donations and stuff that Sal and everyone does is beyond
Love Sal.
measure. Is
Yes.
beyond measure what they do for the police department and everything. What Andy did, who knows? Like, I don't know. And quite honestly, if it makes me a bad person, I don't care.
Right.
Because
No,
I
no,
don't
no, no, no.
I don't
Yep.
I don't revolve my business and my ethics around that.
Correct.
I revolve it around health, wellness, nutrition, and sense of community.
Well, and I think because, again, you're doing your due diligence, if you said, you know what, I think this over here, something that's also in St. Louis, is better, I'm going to shift and put some of that stuff in my drinks.
And I did for 6 months.
See?
I actually tried my connections at Supplement Superstore who have different brands got me in connection with other companies. I tried so many different recipes. I was going to switch and my rep knew, and he's like, I understand, I support you. That whole group at First Form, super supportive when it came to it. He called me every day to check in, but nothing tasted as good. Nothing got me those clean macros. Nothing got me that organic stuff. I have a full vegan menu. Nothing got me that delicious vegan menu I could provide. And I had to just take the loss and rebuild.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to lose the quality of my products because of that.
Well, and I love, again, this is local, supporting local, small business, lifting up small business. Rebecca Bondurant, again, the owner of FiredUp Nutrition, Afton and Fenton. I wish, because I will tell you, after all the years of being around health and fitness, I wish Shakeology was made here in St. Louis. There is no better tasting on the market, folks, but it's ridiculously expensive.
Yes.
And that is what's so unfortunate. And I'm frustrated with Beachbody and everybody that's behind it. I'm actually more so frustrated because it was Tony Horton who brought that, and then they did him wrong.
Yes.
But good for him. He's gone out on his own, and he's doing great things. But she's trying to support small and local business. So,
And part of that, too, is because if I stay local and small,
yep,
I can pass that by not raising my prices.
right.
I'm not selling that $14 shake. My shake's $8.
Correct.
I'm not selling that sugar-free energy tea for $13. I'm selling it for $5. It makes a difference in this economy.
Yes.
It's hard to eat healthy.
Yep.
So whatever I can do to keep the budget low with still great products, that's my end goal.
Absolutely. And again, you would have to if you put Shakeology in it. It'd be like, it's
Yeah.
like gold. What is this, a $20 shake? Well, let's talk about all those. We're going to take a quick break. I see comments coming in. We'll get to those as well. And then we'll talk about these, the coffee drinkers, UT drinkers, us shake drinkers, right? Protein shakes, all the things that she has in her locations, again, in Afton and in Fenton. We're going to talk a little bit more about her journey as well. That's incredible, having a 100-pound weight loss, her doing some things, climbing mountains that you never thought you would.
Never thought I'd do that.
We'll discuss all of that. Don't go anywhere. Am I healing the Parkinson's? But I am helping it subside. I'm helping him feel better.
Oh, definitely.
Not only in the moment, but sometimes for the next day or maybe even a couple days. And that's why he keeps coming back. If it didn't feel good, you wouldn't come back.
Yeah, I
And
look
she
forward
said
to
he
it.
won't have tremors when he's on the table. And I don't know why that happens, but she'll tell me he doesn't tremor when he's on the table. So for whatever release is in his body for that period of time, it's been very beneficial.
So you just find yourself being able to calm and be in the
Exactly,
moment?
I'm more relaxed and calm.
Welcome back to the Real Monica Adams Show on this National Teacher Appreciation Day on Cinco de Mayo. A lot of you are just tuning in. If you are, feel free to drop in comments about several things. Do you have a favorite teacher you want to give a shout out to? Please do so. Do you have a favorite Mexican restaurant? Please let us know where we should go. And if you've been to Fired Up Nutrition, let me know what you love there. Again, if you have not heard of them, they have a location in Afton and one in Fenton. I just went over to Instagram and just had my tea this morning. We love Fired Up Nutrition. That is from something Reese on Instagram. Do you know that? This one right here?
Probably Jessica. And I'm
okay.
assuming she probably got a bomb pop because I don't think she drinks anything different. I drink the same drink and have for 5 years, so I can't judge.
We're going to get into some of her favorites. Let's see. Fired Up Nutrition is on. Hi, Rebecca. That's from Michelle. She said Happy Teacher Appreciation Day as well. Yay, I'm so happy you're featuring Rebecca. She's a great human all around, and I love me some Mama Cheryl. That's from Dawn.
I am so glad I paid these people well to type
right?
these in.
Give me that $100 back.
Right.
I love the monthly specials and the themed shake. So good.
yes.
And she carries the protein meat sticks, which I keep at work. They are great for me to grab midday during busy days. I agree. I get an opportunity to have those as well, and I love it. Let's see. Colleen just said, Fired Up drinks are the best. I've legit tried the entire menu and most of the monthly and weekly specials. 100% worth your time and your money to check them out. And Rebecca and Cheryl are Awesome. Love that. So, yes, we came in, and I will tell you this, I had no idea what you were. So, Michelle and I both were in the plaza, which we love. Again, Golden Nails. We just got nails done. Went over, we're going by Russell's. We went over to the new place that has, I don't know what the name of it is, but the new donut place.
A Donuts.
What is it?
A&A Donuts.
A&A Donuts. Shout out to you as well. Again, that entire plaza, I will agree with you, is just amazing. And then we went walking back down to her car, and she goes, well, do you want to go in there? And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was a store that sold, kind of like First Form does, supplements and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And so then we walk in, I'm like, oh, what is this? And so we sit down, and then we order our drinks, okay? I'm a big chocolate peanut butter fan.
It's one of my best sellers. You can't go wrong with it.
I would think so. There's the menu, by the way. And so I was like, I want to try something else, but nope, got to do this. So Michelle and I both went and got ours. And can we please show these on camera because they are the most adorable things on the front. They all have faces. And I actually have a reel I'm going to be putting together after this show where I popped it into its mouth. These are adorable. So let's run through these. So what are, first of all, customer favorites, and then what are your favorites?
Customer favorites are usually always the peanut butter cup, obviously, for
Okay.
shakes. Or, weirdly enough, the salted caramel Oreo cheesecake.
Salted caramel Oreo cheesecake.
Yes, it's my least unhealthy but still healthy shake, I guess you could say.
What
'cause
is all in it?
It's Oreos, salted caramel, vanilla protein, and some cheesecake pudding.
Oh my God.
It's pretty
That
darn
sounds
good.
decadent.
My favorite is either frosted lemonade or the pineapple upside down. I like the
Okay.
more fruit.
Yeah, tropical
inspired,
list.
Yes.
Okay.
Coffees I sell
So what is this one? Is
protein
this
iced coffee.
protein iced coffee.
So-
Michelle, come up here. It's got your name on it.
That is a s'mores. I made the s'mores because we're kicking off
yes.
camping and outdoor season, which is my main menu. Theme
This
is all
is the
the
theme one?
outdoors.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got like hiking, camping, kayaking, all that kind of stuff is the theme.
Cute.
I try to keep my themes each month, other than holidays, that reflect what I do in my life. Like
There's May, by
to
the
get
way.
to know me better. So I love hiking. I love outdoorsy. I love all that thing. So May reflects that.
Backpacking, hiking, and float trips. So protein shakes, boosted teas, and lit teas. By the way, look at those prices. As we mentioned before, she's not charging you $15. She's keeping that down as much as she can. Rebecca has a thing for 007. Haha.
Yeah, I'm kind of a
okay,
nerd.
it's more of an obsession. You're
Listen,
obsessed with it, huh?
We all have these things. It's Pumas and 007 for me. James Bond's been a thing for me for a long time.
Okay.
If you pay attention to my menu, several of my items are Bond themed. My actual LLC is boosted with Bond.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Which is the best Bond then?
Connery. You can't
Thank
be Connery.
you.
You can
I would
never
make
be
you leave
Connery.
my studio if you hadn't said
you
Sean.
can never be
Sean Connery.
I mean, if you say anything else, you clearly don't watch Bond.
Okay,
But-
who's second?
Oh, I have to go with Sir Roger Moore.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Finally, somebody.
Yeah.
Then who's third?
Weirdly enough, the one-off, George Lazenby.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to put Daniel
And then I
Craig
go
as
Daniel
third.
Craig.
Okay.
I let George slide in there because he did such a phenomenal job with the one movie. I just kind of let him in there.
Who could
and
you
then we
see
go to
as
Don.
Bond now?
Oof.
They were talking about Idris Elba.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
okay with him.
It'll be really interesting. But
okay with
Daniel
that.
Craig has done such
Daniel
a
Craig was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I actually attempted to boycott the whole Bond series when they said they were having a blonde Craig. I said,
But then you fell in love
blonde
with him?
Bond. I fell in love with him in the movie.
Agreed.
Fell in love
My
with him.
husband
He
is
does
a-
such an amazing
So
job.
you're not geeking out. I mean, it's
No, I am.
Bond-
7 of my tattoos on my body are all
Bond's
James
amazing.
Bond themed.
I'm good with that. Hey, I'm good with that. Okay, let's look. Some more comments coming in. Let's see. Ooh, that s'mores protein iced coffee is so good. That's from Renee. Dawn says frosted lemonade is awesome, and every iced coffee is delicious by a large, she says, by the way.
Most do.
Okay, Michelle said that's the one that she had. Salted caramel Oreo cheesecake. It was ridiculously good. I've had mango tango and cherry cheesecake too. Look, she's now become a regular after us going in there
I'm
once.
not mad about it. Welcome anytime.
Yay, Rebecca. We love Fired Up Afton, and Rebecca's the best. Bomb Pop and Cougars are always amazing.
Yep.
Okay, I love this. Keep them coming in. As I mentioned, if you have been, then tell us what some of your favorites are. If not, you need to get in and support. So what is your biggest sellers? Is it coffees, teas, or protein shakes?
Probably the teas.
Teas.
People
Yay.
need their caffeine. They need their energy. And knowing that this right here is a regular boosted tea. This is the mermaid margarita. I wanted to kind of stay on that Cinco
I
de
asked
Mayo
her,
theme.
when we booked this, I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring you in on Cinco de Mayo. So can you give me a little spice to the
and this
show?
one's cinnamon churro. So
I
trying to
love
stay with the
this.
theme a little bit here.
Okay, so tea.
The teas, and it's because most of them are 0 calories.
Yeah,
If
love
you
that.
get to a lit tea, you're going to have more calories because a lot of those have protein in it. So you're getting the protein. So obviously you're going to get the calories.
Sure.
But you're getting your caffeine, and you're getting organic caffeine. It's a plant caffeine. So
Okay,
it's
love
for
it.
the brain stimulus. It's not that jittery beta-alanine kind of thing, or I'm going to go pump at the gym. It's that kind of get you through the day and you don't have a crash because there's no sugar in them.
Love
Everything
this.
is sweetened with stevia.
I love it, love it, love it.
So it keeps it on that. And all my boosted teas are also vegan friendly. So like my vegan customers can get a boosted tea every day without having to worry if it meets their things. My best friend is vegan and gluten free. So a lot of my menu, she sat and helped me like, okay, this would be good. This works. Don't buy that product. It's not great.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
I love that. Okay, so teas, and I love this, by the way. I have never been a coffee drinker. I don't do coffee. I don't need caffeine. This is how I am.
I probably don't, but I live on it. It'd be weird to have a caffeine shop if I didn't drink it.
No, absolutely. You couldn't be fired up without it. When I get caffeine in me, watch out. It's either that I go even crazier or I just completely drop.
Yes.
Because of ADD.
Has the opposite effect. I get that. I have people that do that when they're on their thing and they can't focus and they'll come get a tea because it calms them. And I'm like,
isn't it?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a thing, by the way, if you don't know this. Happy Nurses Week as well. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Cheryl, absolutely. Golden Eye and 007 are my favorites. Rebecca is awesome. Those teas are so good. That's from Jennifer.
Those are my top 2 sellers. 007 is the drink that I have. That's my signature drink, obviously, that I drink every single day without fail. If I don't have one.
She said she's a creature of habit.
I'm very much a creature. I don't look at menus when I go to restaurants. I know what I'm getting. I'm that girl. I'm very plain Jane.
No, I get that. Look, when you fall in love with something, it's hard. And so here's what's going to happen. You're going to get into Fired Up Nutrition and you're going to be like, I love that. I want to come back to it because you're craving something you've already had. But she would love for you to try different things. It is just hard.
I love when people pick up a menu, like Colleen said, when she first started coming, she grabbed a menu and she went down the line. She checkmarked everything she tried and gave it like a little rating.
Oh, very cool.
And then that way she knew what she loved the most and what she didn't care for as much. But that way she got to try every single thing because she wanted to try everything on the menu.
And again, you have a lot of regulars. Michelle, when she and I were in your Fenton location, this woman came in and your mom was like, oh, hi, you want this? And I was like, oh, must be a regular.
Absolutely.
It's like Norm.
It truly is. It truly is. And without them, yes, they're regulars, but they're more of a family now. The community is just insanely supportive.
I want you all, by the way, to boost up her Facebook on the Fenton location because Afton, you have shown up big time. I think you have over like 2,500 followers.
Killing it. Finn's a little slow to start. Now, granted, we've only been open a year.
Yes.
I know that's how business works. Mm-hmm. Was I a little hopeful it'd just skyrocket right off the bat? Absolutely. Sure. But I also know that's not realistic.
Organic.
Yes.
Real. This whole show is about being real. I can guarantee I can feel it in you. You wouldn't buy a follower.
Oh, no.
Amen. And I will tell you, there are a lot of people.
Not.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
I won't even pay to boost my things. I don't want to be that girl that shoves stuff in your face. Right. I want you to find me naturally. Mm-hmm. I want you to be like, oh my gosh, my friend drank you the other day and swore by it, so I came in and tried it out. I don't want to force anything because it's just not natural. No. I was tried to be forced to lose weight, to do this, do that, and I didn't. You'll do things when you want to do them.
Absolutely. It is in your timing, right? God's timing and your timing together. It's the organic growth. I mean, again, this show is called The Real Monica Adams for a reason. I'm right there with you. I've had a lot of people go, ooh, behind this reel you put together, you should spend this much and boost it. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not going to. Yeah. I just want you all to find us. Yeah. And I know maybe people are going to think a different way, but that's just me. And so it's like spreading this good news and this love that's out there. People also love the fact that, as I mentioned, she's been in the trenches with you. She gets it. She wants you to have the best product. So we're going to go into all those. We're going to take another break. When we come back, I want you to get into that journey and how you got the aha moment of, I've got to take care of myself.
Absolutely.
And how did that all happen, by the way? On this Testament Tuesday, we are featuring Rebecca Bondurant, the owner of Fired Up Nutrition, again, in Fenton and in Afton. We'll give you all the information if you just are tuning in as to how you can find them when we return. So don't go anywhere. Hi, it's Monica Adams. Thank you so much for following along with The Real Monica Adams Show. But I wanted to let you know there's so much more that I could do with you, your business, your corporation. Did you know that I'm a motivational speaker all around the world, as well as an MC and an auctioneer? So if you have an event, maybe a nonprofit organization, and you want to book me, just shoot me an email, info@therealmonicaadams.com. Welcome back to the Real Monica Adams Show. I love these Testament Tuesdays. And again, you all have a story to tell. If you have somebody that you would love for me to feature on a future one, shoot me a message at info@therealmonicaadams.com. I just went over to Instagram and was told that Bomb Pop is the best. She said it's one of her best sellers.
It is.
Again, teas and coffees and protein shakes and the meat sticks. Your biggest sellers are teas, and I love that from someone who doesn't drink coffee, that you tea drinkers are going in. I just love that we organically found you. And now that Michelle is one of your diehards, it's going to be in there all the time.
Absolutely lovely. She's so easy to talk to. She's so nice.
She is. That's the reason why she's one of my best friends. So the journey.
Yes.
Over 100 pounds, folks, that she has lost. And so take me back to the aha moment day.
Well, I actually was never big. I was always athletic, skinny, played sports. I mean,
What'd you play?
I've torn out volleyball, basketball, everything.
Huh.
I tore out my knee in high school. Like, I've had multiple knee surgeries, that kind of thing. And still, I remained thin and active in the whole 9 yards. And then I had a lot of health issues, like female health issues. And I just kind of let it weigh me down.
Yeah.
And it kind of just got in the way of everything. And then I started working in the medical field. And weirdly enough, it's one of the unhealthiest places to work. You're sitting the whole time. They constantly have donuts, cookies, all the things in the break room for you. Mm-hmm. And then when I became a medical coder, I was literally sitting 13, 14 hours a day on a computer with my 5 or 6 Monster energy drinks a day.
Oh, Lord.
Listen, do as I say, not as I do. And Cheez-Its, like that was my go-to. And Laffy Taffies, that was my thing. I was in the zone. I'd code charts. COVID was here. We were seeing so many patients.
And just mindlessly eating.
Just mindlessly eating. And I thought, well, I'm doing my job. I don't really have time. I can't. I don't feel good.
Every
all the
excuse.
stuff. Every excuse you could think of, I was that person. It was, oh, I'm fine. If you don't love me for who I am, you don't let that. I was that girl for a very long time when I got heavy. And then in 2019, in December, I finally got all the female problems resolved, surgery, got everything taken out, everything taken care of. Did my 12 weeks of recovery, and during recovery, I kept saying, this is it. It's now or ever. Yep. You're not getting any younger, because Lord knows I'm not getting any younger. My knees tell me every day how old I'm getting.
The weather's not helping today.
No, my best friend nicknames my knees Cheeto and Frito because they crunch all the time when we're hiking and doing all of our stuff and weightlifting. And I'm like, they're just letting me know they're supporting me. But I spent the time recovering and said, when you are fully recovered, you have to do something.
Good.
And so went to the doctor, obviously, like, okay, can I be released? I want to start doing stuff. And it was that same thing of, well, as a woman, you need to eat under 1,000 calories a day and go to the treadmill.
Would you please stop telling people
this? And I instantly was like, okay. And then I called my best friend and said, so the doctor told me to eat under 1,000 calories and just walk. And she goes, no.
Who?
No.
Most
doctors are like that. And nowadays, doctors
got to get this switched.
Are just the less you eat, which, yes, the less you eat makes a huge deal. Obviously, like, don't go pour 7,000 calories in your body, but 1,000-calorie diet is not healthy for anyone.
No, it is not.
You have to fuel your body in
Well,
order
you
to
can
move
look at
and be
just a
active.
regular thing that says a 2,000-calorie diet.
Yes, and that's the thing. Like, if you're not fueling your body with food, how are you going to be active? And that took a while as a woman, because we see all these things online. You should look this way. You should eat this. You should do that. But my best friend's like, absolutely not.
Good for you.
Absolutely not.
Don't you love a good friend?
You're gonna go work out. I'm gonna teach you how to lift weights in the gym. I'm going to help you figure out your food. And it was great because she worked at the urgent care with me. She quit, became a personal trainer. She's back in the medical field again. She's just like, we shop a lot. We have Puma problems, Puma addictions. We got to fund and books. We got to fund that somehow. She makes the money. I plan the trip. She makes the money.
It's a perfect relationship
perfect
there,
best friend
right?
duo there. But it was, and it took that time to realize and be told, no, you have to eat.
Yeah.
You have to watch what you eat, track your macros, eat healthier, eat better, and move. That was the key. So I started out small. It literally was just I'd walk, and then a month into it, the gym's closed because of COVID.
Absolutely. That's when Monica's motivational moments helped you all, by the way, to say you can do things at home.
You can do
Don't
things
go
at home.
backwards and think that, now I don't have my
Absolutely.
gym.
You can do things at home, and that's when I started taking up hiking and fell in love with hiking.
Yes.
It's a different kind of workout.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's insane.
It's everything that you need, by the way. I love this picture. It is vitamin D. It is being out in nature and just, again, on this Testament Tuesday, appreciating what God has provided to us and the beauty of it all. And then the mental side,
mental.
the
It's all
physical
mental.
side, all of it. You literally get the triangle of life with this.
Yes.
It's that theory that I have of balancing all of those. So where's your favorite place to hike?
favorite challenge is the Manitou Incline.
Okay.
That was my first ever real hike, like outside of like the little St. Louis hikes. My best friend and I just never knew what it was, saw it on social media, drove out there, and we looked at this mountain and we're like, what did we just sign up for? I had lost about 50 pounds at that point. So I was still at like 260 when I was going to climb this thing.
Okay.
And I didn't even know she had been a smoker for several years. She hid it from everybody.
Wow.
She quit cold turkey that weekend to go on this trip with me. And we climbed this, and I said, I don't care if this thing takes me 8 hours. I'm getting up that mountain, and then I'm coming down.
Well, that had to be big for both of you because,
huge.
again, you have your physical, mental journey. That couldn't have been easy for her lungs.
No. I mean, the altitude change alone, because the Manitou Incline, if no one's familiar, it's a 2,000 elevation gain in less than a mile, and parts of that slope is an 89% incline.
Woo.
And then it's a 3.5 mile hike down the back of the mountain of switchbacks. But for me, it wasn't even physical. I was still overweight. It was the whole thing. It was mental. I sat there numerous times. I'd stop and said, you can't do this. You're fat. You're overweight. You can't do this. And then I was like, but I told a few of my other friends, and Janelle, my best friend, was texting me further ahead because she was very fit. You've got this. I see you sitting down. Take a breath and get up. You've got this. And that's all it is. It was mental. And when I got to the top, I said, if I can climb this, I can do anything.
It's very
And that
true.
was the thing.
This is your worst enemy.
100%
This
my
will
worst
beat
enemy.
you up and constantly
Still is
tell
my
you
worst
you can't.
enemy.
It will always be until you don't let it have power.
There still are days that I doubt myself. And I'm like, why?
Sure.
I'm clearly doing not great, but I'm doing great enough. Like, I'm working as best as I can. And it's not the timeline I want it, but I'm not. Whose timeline is it? I have to keep telling myself, who made the timeline? Nobody. It's in my head.
How many times have you done that hike?
I try to go back every year.
Okay.
So I did it the first time in 2021. I didn't go anywhere in 22 because then I bought my business in 21 and I built that all in 22. I did it twice in 2023.
Wow.
Once in 24, and I didn't do it last year because I was building the second business.
So as you're training for these, where in St. Louis do you like to hike?
Everywhere. There's this great little book that you can get on Amazon called 60 Hikes Within 60 Miles of St. Louis.
Love this.
And it tells you all about these little great places you don't even know exist. There are so many parks around here that have beautiful hiking trails that I had no clue existed.
Yeah.
So everyone's standard's always Castlewood, and as beautiful as it is, it's not even on my radar. It's really not.
Do you like Hahn State Park?
I like Hahn.
Yeah.
I like Don Robinson.
Yes, Don Robinson is
I
one
love
of my
Cliff
favorites.
Cave, like
Yep.
sunrise or sunset, just because I can overlook the river. Salt Lick over in Valmeyer, Illinois,
Oh,
is
I haven't
probably
done
my
that.
all-time favorite. It's my most challenging because you get to kind of climb up the bluff a little bit.
I'm going to tell you, she's giving me therapy today of you. As you talk about all this, it's bringing me back to some of my favorite things to do that I haven't done in a while. Because why?
I haven't gone on a hike in at least a year.
Oh, no. See, we
I
both have to get back
know.
to it.
I know.
Let's get all of you Monica's Maniacs together, and we
Absolutely.
we'll hike this together. We'll just share some incredible stories together. Well, it's a journey, as she said before.
Yes.
It's important to understand that you're brought to something. Again, you can beat yourself up, and if you're around the wrong people, they will tell you can't do it.
Oh, 100%.
Or why do you want to do this? Why do you want to lose weight? Did you have that in your journey?
Oh, nonstop. Like, who are you doing this for? Are you doing this so you can go date someone? Are you doing this for, like,
Why?
that was
Why?
my, it's
It's the
always,
chatter.
or who are you doing it for? Myself.
Why doesn't people understand that? Why don't people understand that? I'm
And
sorry.
the thing is, it's a reflection of them. I learned that after the years. It's the same thing with my business. Why would you buy a business? You can't do that.
Jealousy.
That's the thing. It's things they wish they could do themselves and don't, so they have to bring others down. I used to be that girl 20 years ago. I get it. I was that horrible negative mindset.
Yep. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Isn't it a beautiful place to be?
It is. It truly is. Like, things may be really hard right now, like struggling. I'm probably the happiest I've ever been, though.
I love this.
I embrace the struggle because I don't even know who actually said the quote, but like, if it's easy, everybody would do it.
Exactly.
So if it's easy, everybody would do it. I love the challenge. I love the hard work.
Bridget, who sponsors our Testament Tuesday, by the way, said, let's take a hiking field trip. Let's go, girls. Hey, we're
I'm in.
there.
I'm in.
You have to have it happen and put it on the calendar because we're too busy.
Yeah, I have
that
to
we
schedule it in order to take a day
exactly.
off.
Linda says, oh, okay, we've got some other ones coming in. Indiana Sand Dunes has a great hike
Beautiful.
path.
Yes.
At the end, you climb straight up through deep sand.
Yes.
Woo! That
You
sounds
do.
awesome.
It's a calf killer.
Rose, hey, Rebecca, love hearing about all this. I have to stop by. Is Michelle on your payroll? She's wanting me to try everything. No.
I'm not even on my own payroll yet.
Exactly. Carrie says, jealousy indeed. Others don't want to see you succeed and do something for yourself. Michelle said, I miss hiking. That was my hiking buddy. Her knee has yeah.
KT tape, I feel like, should sponsor me the amount of KT tape I put on my body.
You know what? You're right about that. When I was dancing and I was having some issues with my shoulder and some of the moves that we had to do, they were taping me constantly.
Oh, yeah. It's a lifesaver.
It's that, but it's also, I'm going to go back, and it is not because they're a sponsor. I'm telling you, it's game changing. Have you ever been professionally stretched, assisted stretching?
Years ago, yes.
So go back to it, by the way. Exist Stretch, my life has changed ever since all the trauma I've had from my accident. But, Trisha and I have been over the last, she's like, did you really feel different? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Immediately. So Exist Stretch, thank you, by the way. This is the Exist Stretch Studios. They have 2 locations. One's in Hampton area, on St. Louis Hills area. And then one is inside of Exist Fitness, which is in Arnold. So you can check them out. Put all these things into your life. Start surrounding yourself with things that are going to help you on this incredible journey. So what hike is on your bucket list?
Oh, well, I had a couple, and then I actually met people that did them, and then I took them off the list.
Oh,
so I actually went out to Zion to do Angel's Landing, and we got to the top to Scouts Lookout, and I saw Angel's Landing, and I started up it, and I realized I have to come down the same way. And there's like 8,000-foot drop. It's the deadliest hike in America, but I was like, I can do it. Can't tell me I can't do it. I told myself no.
Where is that?
Mount Zion. So Utah, it's in one of the Mighty 5 national parks.
Wow. Okay.
Mount Zion is my favorite national park of all national parks I've been in so far.
Okay.
And then I wanted to do Half Dome, which is also you hold on to one little chain and you scale. And then I had a buddy that was like, I've done it. And he showed me his personal video. I'm like, I'm never doing that.
Yeah, I think I have a friend that did that,
Like,
and they thought they were going to die.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I want to have fun, but I don't want to feel like I'm going to die the whole time.
Would you do Machu Picchu?
Yes, 100%.
You all know that's
Yes,
on my list.
100%
Okay,
would do
we're
that.
making this happen. We just have to
Yes.
put it on the calendar.
I have a lot in Norway that are on my list, in Germany as well.
So Machu Picchu was supposed to be my birthday present to myself 5 years ago, but it was during COVID,
Yep.
and that shut down. They're saying that we need to do it soon, though, because it's eroding.
It is.
Ah.
It is. And they're putting a lot of restrictions on the amount of visitors they can have a year out there as well.
How about rim to rim, Grand Canyon, and then whitewater raft and all that, and sleep down below? And no, not okay.
I've done Grand Canyon. I've done part of the rim.
Yeah.
It's terrifying, the steepness. I've kayaked in Colorado River.
Have you?
Yes.
Very cool.
At Horseshoe Bend and that 10-mile stretch and all that. But the Grand Canyon's a different beast.
Well, it is, but I want to go back. I did it with one of my clients because I wanted to motivate her. And again, she was all about, I can't do this. I have a knee issue. And I'm like, yes, you can.
Yes, you
Let's
can.
build up those legs. Let's go. We do. It was an 8-mile part of it. It wasn't challenging for me.
Yes.
But I love the fact that I could be that for her. That's why I want to go back.
Knee issues or not, you just go slower. You just take your time. You watch your footing. Like, there are times I've done the hike that I'm in incredible pain, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, I have to get the movement in. I have to do the things.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, isn't this I love your story, and I love, okay, which one do you want me to try live on the air right now?
Well,
Not a
you're
coffee.
You're a shake gal, so.
I am. I'm a shake and a tea gal.
So you
No
can do
coffees. Even though someone
cinnamon
had me
churro.
do. Yeah, we're doing this for Cinco de Mayo, by the way. And come on, look at the cute face. I love these. So the only time I ever saw something like that was those bobo teas.
Yeah.
Right? Where do you get these things from?
It's a machine. It's a heat
And
sealing
it
machine.
makes it?
Yeah.
I wish you could get
And
closer.
I always switch out the faces. It's a roll of 5,000, so it takes a hot minute, but I always switch out the faces to kind of keep it fresh and lively.
All right, what's in this one?
That is just a cinnamon churro, sticking with the whole theme.
Oh, it sure is. Oh, that's yummy. Dang it, this is good. Okay, we're going to Utah next week. Can't wait to see you. Carrie Ginther. Quote, Rose says quote. Monica, say it again. Your quote about the most uncomfortable. Okay, you got it. What I want to be known for. The greatest rewards in life come from the most uncomfortable walk or hike.
Or both, because I started with just a walk.
Anne says, good morning. Congratulations on your health journey and opening your business. I would love to get into hiking. Have a great day. Michelle, no face on the large drinks, but you get $1 off the large on Thursday. I swear to God, is she working for you?
Like I said, I paid all these people very well before I got here today. No. I won't buy a like, but I'll buy a customer now.
Hey, there you go. Exactly. All right. Well, they're delicious, and I want you to get in and support her, and let's continue to see these grow and grow. So, again, 2 locations on your screen right now. Fired Up Nutrition, the original in Afton, and thank you all Aftonites for supporting her as well. Now in the Fenton area, you can go to @Fired Up Nutrition Afton, and then is it also @Fired Up Nutrition Fenton? Or do you have that on social?
There's a Fenton one, yes.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay. So so look on Instagram. What's your biggest platform? Instagram, Facebook?
It's hit or miss.
Okay.
My like gym rats, my athletes, they're all Instagram. They're all IG people. But most of my like regulars and normal followers, they're all Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, don't forget Facebook, because that is where a lot of business is coming from, by the way. So yes, Fired Up, getting you amped up in the morning. And I love the fact that it's a healthy way to do so. Okay. For all of you people that are grabbing those Monster drinks and whatever, stop. Just please stop. Is that the Bomb Pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
And a lot of you'll see on my platform, a lot of my teas are that bright colored. They're changing. So a lot of my teas don't look as pretty as they used to, because I'm very much into the going dye free. So a lot of my stuff and my flavors are dye free. They still taste great, but the bright blues are kind of like a muted purplish now.
Good. It's
because
what
they're
we
dyed
want.
naturally. So
Yes.
they're dyed with spirulina and turmeric and all the things to bring the color, but not the dye.
She's literally talking my language. Ashwagandha.
Yes.
Adaptogens.
Absolutely.
You're
I take
like,
all
what are you
those
guys talking
supplements.
about? Yay! I'm so glad we found
I am
you.
a supplement girl. I don't take a single pharmaceutical.
Yep. God wanted us to walk into that store that day, and that's what brought this about. I love it. Okay, so we end the show with a devotional. I'm going to let you choose. There are 100 Days to Freedom books. One is fear and anxiety. One is depression, shame, anger, overeating, and then 100 Days of Healing. What are you feeling?
I'm going to do this one for my regulars that give me trouble. We're going to pick anger.
Anger. Okay. There we go. That's how we'll wrap up, and then we'll tell you what's coming up. We have a really big show that's on tap for us later today. I'm going to tell you how it's all going to play out, and then we'll tell you what's on tap for the rest of the week, so don't go anywhere.
What if you could start your day feeling loose, relaxed, and ready? Deep Hydrotherapy right in your backyard. Relax with your family or friends, or work out with our Michael Phelps Edition Swim Spas. Worried about maintenance? We have factory-trained service nearby whenever you need it. Plus, we're here for you long-term if you have any questions or need to refill supplies. You can even test spas at our showrooms. Spas and More, A+ rated, locally owned for 20 years. We put the ah in spa.
By the way, would you ever have noticed that she was nervous? Not at all.
100%.
No, you did great. Again, if you just are now tuning in, you missed a really great show. So that's the beauty of streaming. You now get a chance to go back at your leisure, lunchtime, or on the weekend, or later this evening, and watch the show, and then share this with your friends and family. So all of my diehards and all of her diehards, take this. Let everybody know about her. We have all these wonderful platforms that you all watch on: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, Rumble, Twitch, LinkedIn. Whichever makes the most sense for you, share it with your friends and family. Let them know about Fired Up Nutrition. All right, Rebecca picked one we haven't actually had people pick in a while, which I'm glad. No, I'm glad. It's 100 Days to Freedom from Anger. These are devotionals. People always ask, what are the devotionals I read from? Stephen Arterburn. Don't give up. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Galatians 6, verse 9, by the way. When you have been working diligently at something, whether it be your career, school, a relationship, and it goes awry, it's upsetting. Like watching one domino get knocked over, starting a chain reaction that undoes all your hard work. You want to give up. You get angry because you tried to make sure everything was done correctly, and yet it all came crashing down. Sometimes events happen that are out of your control, and in anger and frustration, you say, forget it. It's not worth it. I'm done. People in a relationship might become so frustrated at feeling misunderstood or being taken advantage of that one or both of them gave up. Relationship ends. One person might be angry because they felt they did everything they could to save the relationship, but the relationship didn't work out. Now they have to move on, whatever the relationship looks like. Anger can become an obstacle that stops people from moving forward in their lives, whether it be due to loss, misunderstandings, disappointment. Overcome the feeling and make the choice today to seek help, restoration, and this one, forgiveness. Have you ever had anger prevent you from moving forward? Do you believe a relationship you're in cannot work and you're done trying? Well, pray for insight to know how to overcome the obstacle the anger created. Anger, by the way, it's a feeling. Feelings are not reliable. or good at providing direction. Feelings change, cannot always be trusted. When you ask the Lord for help in resolving your anger, you can move forward and experience what God has for you. Rick Warren says, if you prayed as much as you complain and quarrel, you'd have a lot less to argue about and much more peace of mind. I love that. So here's today's prayer, by the way. Lord God, you know how frustrating things can be. I pray for clarity to know how to proceed in the way you want me to go. Help me finish what needs to be finished in the way you want me to. Amen to that. That was a good one. Did you feel like that hit home?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all can take bits and pieces of those. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
You will be seeing us in there. I'm in that area a lot, probably every 2 to 3 weeks, getting my nails done, so I get to pop
And
on
if
over.
anybody wants to actually meet me this Thursday, I will be at the Crunch Fitness here in Fenton. They're doing their like pre-sign up, come tour the
pre-sign
new
up,
gym.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there from 11 to 7. I'll be there the whole day. And I'll have little samples of teas too. So come and get a discount for that first visit into the stores and come check out the new gym.
Absolutely.
Start your journey all in one day. Come try healthier things and sign up for the gym.
And by the way, they were a big sponsor of our show for about 8 months last year. Oh, yeah. So I have regularly worked out at the one in Baldwin, but I am super excited to now have 2 gyms to work out at. I get to work out at Crunch in Fenton, and then I can go over to Exist Fitness in Arnold. I love it. I'm just all about gym field trips. Well, cool. Tell them again what day?
Thursday. This Thursday.
11 to 7?
11 to 7.
Fantastic. How about that? So I'm excited. I cannot wait for that to open, by the way. Anger. I knew it, Dawn said.
I see. It'd be weird if I picked anything else.
Jennifer says anger, laughing. Colleen's laughing. She even offers drinks for kids and immunity options.
I do.
I love that. We got to teach the kids early. Yay, Rebecca. Keep being your awesome self. That's from Colleen. Love it, love it, love it. Everybody, again, be sure to follow her. Okay, we've got a busy day. We are getting ready to shoot in less than an hour somebody that I have been looking forward to having on a Foodie Friday for a long time. Have you ever been to Bulk and Treat Box, by the way?
No.
Have you been to Telva?
No.
Which is a coffee house in Webster Groves area. Lauren Nollick, who is behind that, a finalist for James Beard Award. Nice. How amazing, right? When you believe in yourself and don't listen to the chatter. She's going to be on our Foodie Friday, this coming Friday. We also, of course, have Trisha Rhodes tomorrow from Exist Stretch. Thursday, we've got a really cool musical feature. We're going to sit down with Jenna Kay, who is from Fenton, by the way, now living in Nashville, Tennessee. Phenomenal artist. Those are the things coming up. And then today at 5 o'clock, we're going here. Oaken Front in Washington, Missouri. I cannot wait for this. If you have not been, it is a beautiful restaurant, and they've evolved a lot, right? You think about Tanya and Brian. They were just in here a few weeks ago talking about their story. We also had a Foodie Friday featuring their chef and their mixologist. Now we get a chance to go tonight and be there and overlook the river and right there by their train tracks. If you haven't been to Washington, Missouri in a while, you need to go. It's absolutely gorgeous. So Oaken Front, we're coming after you. They are doing a big celebration tonight for their wine club, by the way. So it's not necessarily open to the public. She said if a handful of people come, it's okay, but the weather's not supposed to be the best. And if it was going to be nice, we were going to sit out in the patio and everyone could have been invited. But this is more so to celebrate all of you incredible wine club members. Thank you for what you do for them. Oaken Front Kitchen and Bar at Oaken Front on social media. And then the website is oakenfront.com. I cannot wait for that tonight. That's what we call Mobile Monica, by the way. And you can book us to bring the show on the road to you or do a really cool business spotlight like we're doing tonight. So shoot me a message at info@therealmonicaadams.com. Well, thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.
And to all of you, thank you. And I hope you come back, all of you that follow her. This is what we do. We wake you up and fire you up to inspiration and motivation and positivity and the things that serve us better in life. God bless you all. Remember, believe in yourself. No matter if anybody else doesn't, believe in yourself. It's the greatest, wonderful thing that you can do. But the best be you can be is kind. Be kind, and God bless.
The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.